Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. How are you today? I'm going to talk about grammar in English, of course. We have the active and we have the passive statement. A statement is a sentence. Well, the active statements is actually the subject performs the action of the verb. And the structure of it is like the subject plus verb plus the object. For example, we have here the teacher explains the lesson. Or we could say the boy drove the car. Okay. He took the car and drove it. That's not nice. Okay. We talk about the active one. Remember here, pay attention to this. The first one, the teacher explains that the lesson. It's in the present of the simple tense, and here it's in the past of the simple tense. Here drove, and here explain. This verb is regular, and this one is irregular. Okay. Now I go to the passive statement. The subject is the receiver, in this case, of the action. The structure of it is the object of the active voice, plus the verb in passive form, plus subject. Here, these two, they become like the lesson is explained by the teacher. Well, of course, in the passive we have to use the verb to be, and the tense of it has to follow the tense of the statement in the active. Here is the simple present, and here is also it's the verb to be is in the simple present too. And we know the verb of the action in the passive form, in the passive voice, it has to be in the past participle. Don't forget that. Explained is with an ed because the verb is regular verb. And we say the lesson is explained by the teacher. The second one, the car was driven. We say was because the statement here, the active statement here is drove. It's in the past. Here we use the past of the verb to be, which is was, and then we use the past participle of the verb of action, which is driven, we say. The car was driven by the boy. Now there's a keynote. When we use the verb to be, on an active one we say like we are solving the problem. And the passive we say the problem is being solved by us. Well, because we are using here the statement we're using here in the present of the simple tense. That's why we use is. And being is the past participle of the verb to be. I hope it's clear. And thank you for joining me. And Jazakumullahu khair. Wassalamu alaikum.